Good afternoon, Mike Efferson here with the National Weather Service in Slidell. I'm going to give you a briefing for the next 5 to 7 days. Starting off on our website, looking at conditions for the tonight period. Could be a few showers northwest of Baton Rouge and Macomb area. Rain chances aren't particularly high in that 20-30% range. Lows are going to be in the mid-50s. Got a few clouds starting to roll in. As we go into Monday, you're definitely going to start to see a warm up. We've been in the upper 50s, low 60s. Going into through this past weekend, but man, it's definitely going to warm up tomorrow with highs in those low to mid 70s, maybe upper 70s for those Hammond and westward. And you're also going to see rain chances increase. We've got a frontal boundary kind of approaching the area. It's not coming too fast, so you're going to see a pretty decent gradient of lower rain chances along the coast, meaning like New Orleans southward, hardly seeing any rainfall. And but those north of I-10 and 12 corridors, possibly looking at 50 to 60% chance of showers, and maybe a few thunderstorms mixed in there, but nothing any particularly strong. But kind of going beyond that, looking at a Monday night time frame, rain chances should kind of taper off, and but definitely there's clouds in there. You look at this little graphic right here. We got lows in the excuse me, in the low to upper 60s. So that's that's the same temperatures we were having for highs just on this past Saturday. So definitely a warm up coming, and kind of somewhere in the middle of our forecast area. I just picked Hammond, good enough for briefing purposes. Going into, as I said, Monday. Look at the red areas. That's going to be our highs for the next few days. So. As I mentioned, Monday upper 70s. Man, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you're looking at low to mid 80s. So definitely a pretty significant warm up. It depends on the day. There could be some records in there, so it's getting close. I've seen some of the records in the mid 80s, so I'm not sure that we're going to break any records, but definitely well above average, which is upper 60s for this time of year. And lows temperatures pretty close to what our average highs are for this time of year, so quite a bit warmer. You do see that Thursday night time frame. Lows drop into 40, so obviously there's a cold front coming. But in the meantime, looking at rain chances throughout the week, got 30 to 40% chance of rain. There could be a few thunderstorms. The best chance of any storms of any significance are on Tuesday, and we'll take a look at that in just a minute. But otherwise, you're looking at mostly showers throughout the week. And I'm just kind of scrolling down because going beyond that Thursday time frame, you're looking at Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I've got this right here: highs in the lower 60s for Friday, same for Saturday, and then possibly starting to warm up on Sunday in the upper 60s. So, got that cold front coming through on Friday or Thursday night, going to cool us down back to pretty close to normal. Going on to the Weather Prediction Center's website, I just got this kind of show the graphic showing where the frontal boundaries are. So this is starting tomorrow morning. Cold front's well north of the area. It's just so that's why you got disorganized showers going into the Monday afternoon time frame. Most of the convection's north of the area. It was going to Tuesday and Tuesday afternoon. You start to see that frontal boundary start to approach the area, and could be a few thunderstorms, kind of in a stronger fashion, mainly north of our forecast area for the most part. You look at the Storm Prediction Center's risk of severe weather. You got this marginal risk that does come down to, along the lines from like Franklinton and over the Washington Parish, southwestward, maybe clipping Hammond area down to Baton Rouge, everywhere along that line and northwestward. And the further north you are, is your better chance of seeing anything severe. But the chances of severe really aren't particularly high. If you do have anything, it's probably going to be hail. That's kind of our main threat with this one. The only other thing I want to show on the weather predictions forecast was their 7-day forecast for how much rainfall totals we're looking at. So if you're anything in the blue is an inch or above, and we're most of southeast Louisiana and southern coastal Mississippi, you're looking at these green areas, which take that over here to the legend on the left hand side that that's half an inch of rain. So not a whole lot of rainfall, and taking a look at that, if we go into the next beyond the next 7 days, so going into days 8 through 14, as far as temperature goes. The Climate Prediction Center's got us in the below average temperatures, generally speaking. So sure, we'll be warm in the next 5 to 6 days or so. But after that, probably going to be cooler temperatures for the most part, in the longer term. And the same goes for precipitation. Looking at that, the chances are higher that you're going to have a below average amount of rainfall for the next 2 weeks or so. And that kind of plays into what we've been seeing lately, which is drought conditions across a lot of Louisiana. There's not much that's not in at least abnormally dry. It's a little more pronounced in Baton Rouge and Northwestern, but for everyone in Southeast Louisiana is at least experiencing some form of a drought, which is why the state released Louisiana Fire Marshal's Office issued this statewide burn ban. The way it's stated is that it's in effect until they rescind it. So, as far as we know, it's still in effect. Mississippi, on the other hand, they're not quite as dry from a whole state perspective. They do have, maybe a third or a quarter of the state that's still not part of any type of drought conditions. But as far as our specific forecast area, you've got these coastal counties that are in the abnormally dry, and a little more significant, you get over to Wilkinson and Ammit County. So they're in that moderately drought conditions. But with the way Mississippi handled, they're not doing a statewide burn ban, and it makes sense because not all of the states in drought conditions. So they've got a statewide wildfire risk alert, and they've got some county specific burn bans in effect. So Pike County is in a burn ban. I didn't see anything in this particular listing about those in Wilkinson and the Mid County, but that's, if you're in the moderate droughts, I would at least assume that you've got a pretty high risk of fire. So just got to keep that in mind. And so that's all I've really got for the the next 7 days. You're looking at just some showers, but definitely warmer, which is kind of nice considering how cold we've been lately. So hope you have a good Sunday. Thanks.